Hello and welcome to the Jake and Josh Show.
Starring Jake and Josh.
I am Jake.
And I'm Josh. This week, for you, we're going to switch it up, but first I want to explain. It is no longer the Josh and Paulie show. Paulie was with the show for 2 years, just about. Loved Paulie. Paulie's great. Paulie doesn't want to make the trip anymore. I don't know if you guys know, but podcasting can be a fucking chore. Especially, not that many people listening, dude. So I don't blame Paulie. Paulie will come on for a guest spot every once in a while. It's the weekly obligation, I think, that just fucking shuts it down, man. So now I got my brother, Jake. He's younger than me, but larger than me. And we're going to talk about shit. And so, fucking Jake he does stuff. Snowing is bad in Arizona. That's what we wanted to talk about first.
Oh, it's not bad. It snowed this morning here, first time this winter in the valley, Verde Valley.
Like half an inch.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice drive over here. Got to see all the snow and the desert life, so that was cool.
It'd be melted by noon.
Yeah, and that's always nice.
Yeah, the issue with the snow is people can't drive in it because they've never seen it and they don't know. Like, just slow down, bro. It's not that hard.
And Arizona doesn't. I think I don't know. They don't know how to prepare for like big snowstorms.
Yeah.
And therefore, people are still trying to travel and.
Right, they're not clearing the roads.
The
roads are more dangerous.
And then people crash and yeah.
Yeah, there's I forget how many cars piled up on I-40.
It was 18
cars. They were burned out. It looked like the fucking fires from Hawaii, dude. They were all burned out. They weren't blue, dude. Too bad. Could have painted your trucks blue and avoided the Chinese lasers. Chinese laser attacks. Fucking think smarter. Or whatever. Work smarter, not harder. Casey Anthony's out of jail. You didn't ever see who Casey Anthony was?
I have no clue. I never heard of the chick.
Yeah, so she definitely murdered her kid and buried it in a fucking trash bag. Her daughter out in the woods near her house. And she I'm not sure exactly on the details of the story. I forget exactly how it went, but basically she killed her kid, buried her in the woods, and then went and partied for a month. And then finally reported her kid missing, or her mom reported her kid missing because her mom was like, what the fuck, where is the kid? And then she's like, this kid's with the babysitter named Zanny. And there ain't no fucking Zanny. And,
no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't leave my kid with someone named Zanny.
Right. But Zanny didn't exist. And so she just lied and lied and lied, and eventually she got charged with child neglect. She got off for the murder. And, so she went to prison for 4 years or 5 years, and then she got out, and now she's like, I'm an advocate for all the people who didn't have advocates like me and my baby.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Yeah, bitches are crazy.
Yeah. So she's probably going to be a fucking TikTok star, dude. That's how that shit works out. If you're a reprehensible person, you're making money on the socials. Because you post that shit, and you'll get a million comments that are like, what a fucking piece of shit. And all those comments drive more engagement.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the not to comment on things that I don't.
I know.
Need engagement.
I've been having trouble with that with the vegans, dude. The vegans get me.
Yeah, the hoes get me. I always gotta trash the social media hoes.
Yeah. The vegans, dude, and then they're like, why are you coming on to vegan pages and commenting on them? And I'm like, no, Facebook shows it to me because I can't resist. And they won't stop showing it to me.
Yeah, that's what happens to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to see anything about veganism again for the rest of my life. I already know that their brains are shrinking, and it's sad. But I can't help but engage, dude. So,
yeah.
So that's it about fucking Casey Anthony. What a bitch, that chick. Gene Hackman died.
Yeah.
You said he played Lex Luthor?
Yeah, he played Batman's or was it Superman's nemesis, Superman.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had a South Park.
Oh, that's why he was coming out the woodwork with Christopher Reeves. Because
Yeah.
Christopher was old Superman.
Yeah,
That
the
makes
South
sense.
Park episode where Christopher Reeves was he was like drinking or sucking on aborted baby fetuses
Yeah, that's cool.
to gain power to walk again.
He's
And
like, yes.
Gene Hackman came and tried to tell him to stop and tell him that what he was doing was wrong.
South Park is the greatest show in the history of shows. I don't know how they're dead on like 100% of the time. It's insane.
Yeah.
So Gene Hackman died, and he died in his home with his wife and his dog. And people originally, they were like, that's carbon monoxide poisoning. And that's what I had thought too. And then I was like, how is old Genie living in a house with carbon monoxide going crazy? But he wasn't. He was living in a house with the rat shit going crazy. I apologize for the coughing on the microphone, guys. I've been having this fucking sore throat. I just sound like dog shit. But so, his wife actually died from rat shit poisoning. I said that really loud into the microphone. But rat shit poisoning she died from. And I don't know, some kind of disease that comes from being around a lot of rat shit. So there was a rat infestation in their house, most likely. That's what I'd guess. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. And then, so Gene and his dog are left behind in the house. We don't know when the dog died, if Gene died first, if the dog died first. Gene had Alzheimer's. And so Gene's probably just wandering around the house aimlessly, fucking wondering. And then he'd like see his wife and he'd be like, oh fuck, my wife's dead. And then he'd be like going to call the 911, but he'd forget. He'd just, yeah, and he'd be like, oh. And then he'd just amble around the house. That's fucking sad, really. I'm not joking about it. This is just what happened. But so he ambles around the house until he dies. And then what, his dog just starves to death or whatever. I wonder if the dog ate the people at all. I heard that dogs will usually eat people if it comes down to them starving to death or not. Like, they'll wait a while. But cats will just start eating your face right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, little Leopold, dude, if you died, that little fucker would
Probably.
just run right up, dude, and eat your face. Like,
Well,
"Fucking
he's an outdoor cat, so if I died inside, he wouldn't be able to.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Keep those fuckers outside, dude. That's crazy. People are like, it's cruel to have outdoor cats. It's like, bro, that's the nature, dude.
Yeah, no, he gets around fine. He just stays on the property with the dogs. And
Yeah.
the dogs protect him from the coyotes.
That's fucking survival of the fittest, too. Boots was the only cat that outlasted. It probably outlasted like 5 other cats. That cat was like 20. The cat just knew how to fucking hide. That cat could barely move by the time it died. It just knew where to go.
Yeah, Boots didn't have any dogs to protect.
Yeah, Boots was just a badass, dude. That cat, probably one of the most badass cats that ever lived that wasn't like, non-domesticated variety of cat. So yeah, then his dog died, didn't eat him. I don't think the dog ate him. And they were like, carbon monoxide killed them all 3. But no, rat shit. So, did you see, there were like protesters. I don't know where this was at. I forget. I think France. French people. The French people are the ones always lighting shit on fire, right?
It might have been Italy. I know Italy's like all mad. It's somewhere over there.
Yeah, somewhere over there, dude. They burned down it's somewhere over there in Europe. Who knows about Europe?
Yeah, I don't pay. You might be right. I don't really pay attention much to current events or news.
I hear so most of my news comes from memes, and then if I'm actually interested in it, I'll go and like research it a little bit and see like, is this total bullshit or not? Your news might as well come from memes in today's climate. It's like,
pretty much,
because people are like, oh, you get your news from mainstream media. It's like, bro, the fucking memes are the new mainstream media. That's how they're getting you. And so, like, you might as well just look at the memes and be like, oh, that's a funny meme. Is that true? And then look it up. And then whatever the internet tells you is true is what you got to go with. You know, people are like, do your own research. Have you ever seen anybody actually do their own research?
No.
Like, not just looking shit up on
Oh
Google.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I
I'm
have.
talking about like going out.
I mean, for so I pay a lot of attention to MMA, obviously. So I watch these MMA YouTubers, and then they'll be like doing their fight predictions or whatever, and they'll go, "Oh, let me go research this. Let me research
Okay,
their
that is
like stuff like
research.
that." Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go see what their fight history is, what they've
Yeah.
been. But yeah, so I see. Yeah, I guess I see. Like people on YouTube do research all the
Yeah, I
time.
didn't think about that. That you can research history, but nobody's researching their own science. They're just like pulling up shit that somebody else already did.
Yeah,
They're not like
yeah,
doing experiments on their own or anything, you know?
yeah.
Nobody's like really doing their own research
No
on this
one
shit.
is.
They're just like, I'll find the thing that says the thing that I like.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially with politics, they try to skew stuff into their favor, and a lot of news is based on politics.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. The political divide is insane. I don't know how they got them so good.
Yeah,
I like being able to sit back and laugh from a point of not taking a side, because then it's not like real to me. It's like, you know, like if you watch somebody like die in a movie, it's not as serious
yeah, yeah.
because it wasn't somebody that you actually knew and loved died. Like, and so like it's kind of like similar. Like no matter who wins the election, I'm kind of like either way.
Yeah,
So you can just kind of sit back and be like, this is funny watching what's going on from a place of not caring. You know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Especially in some movies, especially if you don't like the character.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I've been watching the Supernatural show lately, and like almost every time someone's slated to die, they're acting like a total douchebag. Like you see somebody acting like a total douchebag, you're like, that person's dead in the next 3 minutes tops.
Yeah,
They do that
like
all
in
the
in the
time.
horror movies, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, we're gonna make you hate this person so that you love it when they die. It's a really cheap trick, and it works on me every single time. I'm like, fuck yeah, piece of shit died. You only need like fucking 3 minutes of backstory to win me over with that trick. Oh yeah, so Tesla places in fucking France or Italy or someplace got burned down.
Totally got off topic there.
Yeah, I do that all the time. They got burned down to the ground. They painted swastikas on them. So I shared this meme. It was like liberals spray paint swastikas everywhere and burn down immigrant businesses to stop the Nazis.
Yeah. Most of these people have never experienced fascism in their lives, but
Yeah, I haven't
they
either.
think like, some sort of, maybe right government is fascist because they don't like it.
I've been thinking about this a lot. Can't stop thinking about it for some reason. The flip. Back when I lived in the old Pennsylvania, and I think the sentiment really is the same for everybody, and it just for some reason the people on the one side aren't admitting it right now. But there was a flip. It used to be the hippies and shit that didn't trust the government.
Yeah, yeah.
But then all the hippies went and got the vax. So there was some point in time between like 2010 and 2020 that there was like a complete and total shift where all the hippies started trusting the man.
Yeah, yeah. It's like sometime when Obama got in,
Yeah.
shortly after Obama got in.
And the publicans always
I don't
liked the
know.
cops.
I was a kid back in the day, so I wasn't
Yeah.
really paying attention much.
Yeah, for sure. In 2010, you were like 11 or something, 12.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
That's crazy. At least you were born before 9/11, dude. There's people that weren't born before 9/11 that can drink now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we did that, dude. I don't know if you were there. I fucking said that to my grandma when Rebecca was over, and she said, "Time flies," and Rebecca said, "Just like those two planes." into the buildings.
That's funny. No, I don't think I was there.
Oh,
Well,
you don't remember
I
it?
think I fell asleep. I was really tired that day, so I went over onto the couch and I like fell asleep.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
tired.
Got you. That's what I do sometimes too. I'll just walk away from the conversation.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm too tired for this.
I'm just dipping out right now. I do that all the time, dude. I'll do that. Invite everybody over to my house for a UFC fight and then just fucking walk away. I try not to though. I try to sit in my seat and just sleep at the TV, you know.
This Volk fight, you gotta stay up for that.
Dude,
It's
I
gonna be
fell
good.
asleep during Poirier versus fucking Chandler.
Okay, yeah, that
Yeah.
was a good fight.
Travis kept waking me up. He's like, "How the fuck are you sleeping right now?"
You
They're
didn't fall
both like
asleep
soaked
for
in blood.
Volk versus Makachev one
No,
though.
I was on acid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a great fight. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was a
And that was
great
probably my
fight.
favorite fight that I've ever watched, like that live while it was
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, I was so hyped for
I
that.
was so invested in that one.
Yeah. Dude, did you see Holloway Gaethje live?
Oh yeah, I think so.
That one was so good.
I can't remember. I think so. Yeah, I think I might have been over here.
No, we went to
Oh,
Steven's house for that one.
okay.
But yeah, I ate like a gram of shrooms and like just started peaking like middle of that fight. It was cool. Everything starts getting just a little funny, and then I felt so bad for Gaethje the whole time because his nose was broken. I just remember
Yeah.
feeling so bad for him, and then he got knocked out, and I thought for a second I was like, did he fucking die? Like that was such a crazy
No, yeah,
knockout.
that was pretty wild.
Yeah, but yeah, that one was one of my tops, but definitely the Volk Makachev fight. I was just so happy Volk was doing so good against the
Yeah.
wrestling. It was amazing. Could almost start a fucking MMA podcast. Um, but so yeah, swastikas, painting swastikas on Teslas doesn't really, combat Nazism. So that was the point there.
Oh.
Um, and now for our would you rather. I don't normally put the would you rather all the way at the end, but I didn't come up with it until I got done writing the script. So, would you rather be twice as strong or twice as agile?
Oh, that's a tough one for me.
Yeah, well, if you think about like in RuneScape, would you rather have twice the strength level or twice the agility level? Definitely agility. You can get places faster.
I don't know. Strength, you're just hitting. If you're
Hitting
double strength, you're
numbers.
just
Oh,
hitting
yeah.
like crazy.
That's
You're,
true.
You're taking bosses out like, but like in like real life scenario though, like
Being strong ain't really that useful.
I mean it could be like if you're twice as strong and you're already a strong guy, like say you could bench
Oh,
350 pounds.
yeah, you could just become a world champion powerlifter.
Yeah, I mean you can make money
Yeah.
that way, but you know.
Yeah, I'd be like, I can deadlift 870 pounds.
Yeah, you can
That'd
do,
be
like,
pretty
shows
fucking
and
impressive.
And but like
Yeah, I didn't think about the instant world record breaking if you already like are a weightlifter.
probably yeah. I mean you could probably do anything pretty well and
Yeah.
it work. But agile, I mean, depends. Like, can you you can just run faster and whatnot?
Like you do like parkour shit, you know what I'm saying? Any kind of
like,
parkour
just,
shit.
just like freaking fly up mountains and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably pick agile then if you could just
It would be
like,
more fun, I think.
yeah, that'd be more fun and you know you're having fun doing it and
Yeah.
you're going up mountains and going places probably that other most people can't because they're not agile enough.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, people would be like, don't go up there, you'll slip. You'd be like, bitch, I'm fucking
And then
more
if you have
agile
all
than
the
anyone in the
agility,
world.
if you have all the agility, then you can just, you can do it every day and probably not get tired,
Yeah.
not need to recover, and therefore you're just
Having fun.
doing
You're like
it every
Spider-Man
day,
and
yeah.
shit. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking right when I came up with the question, like this is the thing with Would You Rather, it's just like it's hard to come up with them after you've done so many. They're like they start sounding the same. So now if I come up with a question, I'm like, fuck it, we'll run it. And I immediately thought the agility would be more fun. But I didn't think about being able to. I think, as far as potential for money making is concerned, it'd probably be easier to make money with the strength. Because all you got to do is go out and be like, boom, just lifted fucking 800 pounds as a 180-pound man.
Yeah.
And they would be like, damn, you just blew all the records out of the water. And I'd be like, fuck yeah, bro. And then, go home with my fat paycheck and just do that like once a month.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You'd also probably be like a really good wrestler.
Yeah, or maybe MMA fighter or anything.
Yeah, just
really.
get really good at jiu-jitsu then, so you
Yeah.
can actually apply all the technique, and then you got twice as strong. Fuck, dude. In your weight class, you'd be stomping
Yeah, you're
motherfuckers.
twice as strong as everyone else.
Just grab a hold of their fucking chin and squeeze it,
Yeah.
just pull
Like
Kamzat on
Kamzat,
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, just break the fucking jaw. Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay, that'd be really fun, actually. Fuck. Which would you choose?
But the agility would also be.
You would be
yeah.
better at fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could pull off, like, you ever see that kick that, what's this fuck through? Joaquin Buckley? I wanted to say Joaquin Felix.
Yeah, the spinning.
Yeah.
His leg was.
Yeah, he caught his
yeah.
kick, and then he just spun around and fucking back kicked him in the face. That was amazing. Yeah, if you were agile as fuck, you just pull shit off like that all the time. That'd be pretty cool. That would be way more impressive. Like, strength is impressive, but being able to do crazy stunts and shit, I find to be more impressive. Like, cool calisthenics shit's always more impressive to watch on a camera than someone deadlifting like 900 pounds.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so. Yeah, I think I'd choose the old fucking strength on that one.
Oh no, I'm sticking with agile. I think agile would be more. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I like the strength, but the agile would be fucking fun. But we gotta have some difference. I think the strength would be easier to make the money. So I'm going with the strength. You think you'd be the most fucking famous person in the world with double agility, though? Like, as far as, like athletic
I mean, yeah,
ability
you
is
could
concerned?
you can pull like some cool stunts and then
Yeah. Oh, just start a
them on
YouTube
the-
channel?
Post them on the social media. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And everybody'd be like, it's fake, it's filmed in reverse, it's AI, it's bullshit. I don't put any videos like that, like of my physical feats online, because I just don't want to deal with that
Yeah.
fucking negativity, dude.
I mean, I post my like when I climb to the top of a mountain or something.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
people-
post it for my friends, not.
Yeah.
not
People
like-
usually aren't negative about that stuff.
Yeah, not
It's
for a
more about the
gathering.
gym.
Yeah, you're like,
The
I
gym
fucking
filming.
deadlifted 435 pounds, and they're like, whatever, bro, I deadlift that in my sleep.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, dude, my bad. It's kind of an achievement for me. It's crazy.
Yeah, people are crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people on the internet can bench 405. You know? It seems like half the people.
Yeah, no, it's not a very common thing to do. I think most people can't even bench like 225. I think 225 is above average.
Definitely
you know?
above average. I think like 135 is the average. I forget how it breaks down. It's like most men can't do one pull up. More than half of men. I think it's like 73% of men can't do one pull up.
That's crazy.
I don't think most men can bench their body weight one time. But they can do a push
What
up.
is it? Are you talking like 50-year-old men or is this?
No, most men, it's all men. And so we're talking gym goers, whatever. Most men can't bench their body weight once. That's partially because of the obesity epidemic. If you consider the average man's 190 pounds, it makes a lot more sense, considering like 1 in 50 people goes to the gym regularly. So automatically, benching your body weight's probably only common in the general population if you're not obese. Maybe overweight, but not obese.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, pull up. What the fuck's... those two are crazy. Oh, most men, fuck. I forget the deadlift standard, but it's not a lot. It's crazy small if you put the general population in the category.
Yeah, I don't like the max deadlift.
Yeah.
I just do it for reps, like lightweight.
I stopped doing it as much. It would like,
If I can do it for 12 reps, I'll do it. If not, then I'm
yeah.
not gonna try to hurt myself.
Oh, I like to, if I can do it for 8 reps, I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean 8 reps isn't bad.
I can do 315 for 8 reps now. But yeah, I don't go too high anymore. I kind of like stagnated. I was doing it for a while because it was so fun. I was getting like new PRs like every time I tried.
Yeah.
And then I hit 435 and just fucking stopped.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I remember that's always discouraging. I remember back when I was heavy into lifting, I'd always hit those peaks, and then I'd always go, I'd always get discouraged.
Yeah, I had to try so fucking hard to go up from here. It's like trying to bulk, you know? Like, you get sick for fucking 3 days, you lost like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, dude. It's 10 pounds.
Yeah. I did that. I think I lost 15 pounds, like 215 once, and then I got sick for like a week, and then I was down to like 195. I think, I lost like 20 pounds, and I was like, oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Just did all that work and then lost it all.
Yeah.
Probably
It's
most of it
crazy.
was water weight, though.
For sure. I got up to like 192 recently, and then just started eating like a normal person again, and now I'm back down to 180. But I think a lot of it was like water and fat. Now I'm getting pretty lean.
That's good. Yeah, it's better to be lean than it is to be bulky and.
Yeah. Unless you're trying to move really heavy weight, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
For like overall daily life, it's just easier to.
Yeah.
And you don't have to eat as much.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
Yeah, I think my natural weight's like somewhere between 155 and 165. Like if I would just live a normal life, not do like extra workout, try to get extra protein, anything like that. 155, 160.
Yeah, I'm like 175 to 185 usually.
Yeah. Yeah, I put on muscle when I went to boot camp as a kid, and then I put on like 20 pounds of muscle, and then it always just stuck around. Except for like when I was like on drugs and shit. Then I'd be like, I could get down to like 135. But just normal me, not working out at all, not doing anything but, just walking around and every once in a while doing some physical shit. Like 155.
Yeah. When I did my experiment to see how low I could get, I got down to 162.
That's pretty low.
When I was doing my intermittent fasting.
Oh, yeah.
Just eating a couple times a day.
What are you, 6 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty fucking low for 6 foot.
I could have made 155 in the UFC, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. If you were actually fucking dedicated to the paycheck and not just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
For sure. No, that's crazy. I think about it. I think I'd have to fight at 145 in order to have any sort of chance, like to compare in strength or size, like length, any of that. 145. That'd be so hard to get down to.
You'd be like a Volk.
Yeah.
I guess Volk walks around at like 180.
Yeah, I'd have to cut like Volk. Sad.
Yeah.
That's a fucking crazy cut, dude. It can't be good. But like they're like
he's not like that's like an out of shape walk around when he's.
Oh yeah, he's just a little chubby.
He's starting to get active. He probably is more like 170 or 165.
Yeah, for sure. He's like his reach is a little bit more than mine, I believe. I checked it out, did the comparison. He's the fighter I'm the most like. He's like 5'6", fucking very similar reach. I think he's got an inch or two on me in reach. So as far as like, he's bald. I'm bald.
Yeah.
He's usually got the short beard. I got the short beard. Me and Volk got a lot in common. He'd still whip my ass though.
Yeah, I can't. I'm super excited for that fight. It's less than a month now.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the Kamzat DDP fight. I don't know when that is.
Oh, they didn't announce that yet. I don't think.
That's happening though.
They announced the John Jones Aspinall fight. I'm super excited for that.
Because Pereira lost.
Yeah.
Damn.
So now,
I did not want to see Pereira go in and get his ass wrestle fucked by John Jones.
yeah, we're gonna see John Jones lose finally. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, I think Aspinall is gonna train wreck him. I don't think John was ever really ducking him that hard though. Like I feel like he really ducked Ngannou for 3 years. I think he wasn't really talking about Ngannou. He was like trying to get Dana to give him like, however much fucking crazy millions.
Yeah.
But he wasn't hyping up the fight. In this way, he's hyping up the fight by being like, "Nah, I want a different fight. Nah, I want a different fight." And so everybody's like, "Duck, duck, 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 duck," because I think Tom Aspinall doesn't really have a big enough following or like what you call star power to
Yeah.
really sell the fight on his own.
Only the like hardcore MMA fans like him or know he's good.
Yeah,
Whereas,
yeah. Everybody else gets stuck on one fighter from 20 years ago.
yeah.
Like all the. What do you say?
Yeah, everyone else just likes he's the champion and the guy who's been around forever, and they're like, oh, he's the best.
Yeah, he's the best.
Nobody can beat him.
I hate how that's the like all the time. That's the argument. Like you'll talk about one fighter, you'll be like, man, he did really good in his last performance, and people will be like, not as good as John Jones though. Like, bro, they're not in the same division. They're not like there's more than one fighter. It's like some people are like all about like John Jones, Khabib, and Conor McGregor. Like they're like
Those yeah, there's some of those what are they?
Islamophobes?
Guys, the Islam guys that are
oh yeah. Yeah, there's the Islamophobes, and then all the actual Islamic guys go like hardcore against. Like, there's a big clash between those two.
I'm in those MMA groups.
Yeah.
I don't ever comment, but I always just read the comments and see that everybody, it's just shit posting pretty much.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, that's what gets the most interaction too, and so people keep posting those. Like just post about Conor McGregor and Khabib's fight. And he'll get 1,000 likes or otherwise reactions until the end of time. It's a crazy formula, but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know what the most fucking likes I ever got on a post was? I made this. I don't know if I sent you the picture, but I made this picture with AI where there's a bunch of people with Down syndrome at a grilled cheese eating contest, and I threw it up on the Shane Gillis page. He got like fucking 30,000 likes or some shit.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. And, yeah, by far the biggest. Just said Down syndrome people at a grilled cheese eating contest. And AI gave me a wonderful picture of it. They were all so happy to be there, too. It was a great event. And I use AI for a lot of shit. I used AI for our picture, our profile picture. The Jake and Josh show. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, so there's I saw this thing, I guess there's the best animated show at the Oscars. I think it's the Oscars, right? Yeah, the Oscars is for like film and whatnot.
Yeah.
Was made by this free to use animated software, which you can get, it's called Blender, which you can get like on any computer or whatever. And I was like, oh man, I really like this. I really like South Park. It's like my favorite thing. So maybe I should like try to make my own animated show. But I'm like, oh, doing all the art for the characters and shit would be
pain in the ass.
Yeah, like I'm not that good.
One-man crew. Yeah.
So maybe use like AI art and then and insert it into the software and try to see if I can make an animated show. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I gotta learn how to use the software and everything first, because that's a whole
fucking ballpark, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never, like, people will suggest better software to me sometimes. Like, they'll be like, what do you use? And I'll be like, I'm using this and this. Like, I'm in this audio series called Valmont, where I play two villains. And I record my lines through OBS and then edit it with Microsoft Clipchamp, because that's what I've been doing for podcasting. And people are like, use Audacity or whatever. I'm like, no. Like, I know how to use OBS and Microsoft Clip Champ.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna treat it like I'm recording a video. And I think that's the thing. You know how old people can't use technology?
yeah.
They just get fucking sick of learning to use the new technology again. And I'm getting to that point and starting to understand it. At some point, you're like, I'm sick of it. Like, I just want to know how to use a thing and use like it's perfectly good. And they're constantly changing shit. Like every time they change something on Facebook, I'm like, fuck you guys. Like I'd stop using you if I wasn't addicted. You know?
Yeah, I try to stay off of Facebook.
Yeah.
I more scroll through Instagram. I think I started a little side page where I've been posting little memes.
That's cool. Yeah, Instagram's cool because pictures.
Yeah.
And so people are posting pictures, and you don't get as much like hatred and vitriol over just pictures.
Yeah.
That's good. I like Reddit a lot. You ever surf on Reddit?
Yeah, I do. I usually do research on Reddit when I need to. Like I'll look things up.
Yeah, I do a lot of research on Reddit, especially stuff that's like there's not a whole fucking ton of real research on it, and you really want a lot of anecdotal evidence. Like I was researching this fucking BPC 157 shit. I tried it too. That shit, I feel like didn't do shit, but that's okay. I was researching it through Reddit for a while, like just to figure out like do people do subcutaneous more, or do they do like it like in the skin at the fucking site of the pain? Like what's the general consensus? All that. So I was trying to figure all that out, but then sometimes you can go to the darker corners of Reddit. Like there's like a r/meth, r/stimulants, r/stims. That's what it is. It's crazy. There's r/DPH. You ever tried diphenhydramine hydrochloride?
No.
So it's Benadryl.
Oh, okay. And then you see the spiders and whatnot.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's not like DXM either. It's like, it's not fun. I did it with my friend Danny Boy and this other friend we called Korea Kid when I was younger. Rest in peace, Danny Boy. We took like 15 of these things each, and we went walking through Harrisburg from Wormleysburg to get to the house in Pembroke, and I got lost, and I was like dreaming while I was walking around awake. I started following these people through a parking garage because I just all of a sudden decided they were my people. And then they turned around and they're like, "Can we help you?" And I was just staring at them like, I don't know what to do now. Like my dream got fucked up. And then Danny Boy and Korea Kid came and grabbed me, and they were like, "Come on, Josh, come on." And they were like, sorry about that. He's just a little weird. And then we started walking, and we finally found the bridge. We were walking across the bridge. I was smoking cigarettes the whole time, and the cigarettes never got shorter. But then if I closed my fingers, the cigarettes would disappear. And then I would be like, oh, fuck, where'd my cigarette go? And then I had a conversation with Danny Boy's aunt on the phone, and she was telling us to come over to her house and that. And I fucking got off the phone and was like, "Danny Boy, your aunt says we got to go over to her house." I'm like, "What are we going to do? We're all fucked up." And he is like, "Dude, how did you talk to my aunt?" And I was like, "I used your phone." And he's like, "My phone's in my pocket." And then I looked at his phone in my hand, and when I tried to look at it more, it disappeared. And I was like, "Oh, fuck, dude, like nothing's real." And I didn't see any spiders or anything. We sat down, and I instantly, because Dad was like, "Let's take a break, man." And we sat down, and I instantly teleported to the chair in the living room, and I was eating a bag of Doritos. And then next thing I know, Danny Boy's shaking me. He's like, "Get up, man, we gotta go." He's like, "We can't sleep here." And I was like, "I wasn't sleeping, I was eating Doritos." And I got up, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because I'd have these moments of clarity where it felt like I wasn't like tripping my balls off anymore.
Yeah.
And then I would all instantly be back in it. And like I fucking pulled a cigarette out of my pack. Like watched myself pull it out of my pack, put it in my mouth, lit it, was smoking it, went to ash it. This was after we finally got home. Went to ash it, and the fucking cigarette disappeared.
That's crazy.
And I was like, I'm still fucking tripping. You ever hear of BZ? That's like it was Edgewood Arsenal experimental drug. And we think Russia's used it a couple times, but there's no verification because Russia hasn't admitted to using it. But BZ is a deliriant like that, and it lasts for like 48 hours to 48 to 72 hours is what it was. And then there's like 12 hours of being basically comatose, and then you wake up and you're just tripping, hallucinating shit. They would just smoke imaginary cigarettes and drink imaginary drinks and talk to imaginary people for like a whole day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not fun though. It's not fun at all. Most drugs are fun. Deliriants, not fun. I think that's what scopolamine is too, from the Datura plant. That's why I've never really been that interested in trying it.
No, it's not worth it, I don't think.
Yeah, it's not like introspection or anything. You're just like legitimately hallucinating. Like people think that like acid and shrooms make you hallucinate. No, like you'll see patterns and shit.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see shit that's not there. With deliriants, you will talk to people that aren't there. I wish the standard could be changed to that, like people referencing drugs making you trip out.
Yeah.
And
isn't it like PCP or something like that?
PCP is a dissociative anesthetic. It's like ketamine and fucking DXM.
It just makes people like freak out.
Yeah,
something.
it makes people freak out. It's a different drug, but it's still a dissociative anesthetic. That's why they can take so much damage and keep going too. They don't feel anything. Like whenever I popped my lung when I jumped out of that cop car, I didn't feel it. I just knew I was breathing funny and there's blood coming out of my mouth.
Oh, it's terrible.
It felt a little funny, like I could barely feel anything, but I was like so like out of it, serotonin syndrome, all that shit at that point. Yeah, PCP's fucking definitely got fucking put it in a category away from acid though. Every once in a while, you get a bad idea in your head when you're on acid, and then every once in a while, you'll let that idea thought loop. And then every once in a while, it leads to another idea that's a dangerous thing to do. And that's what you got to watch out for with psychedelics. But there's some drugs that if you take them, almost guaranteed you're going to have a bad time and freak the fuck out.
No.
And deliriants are one of those drugs or drug classes. That shit's fucking weird. I didn't freak the fuck out, but I was having a really bad time and having a hard time holding it together. But it's just reality wasn't reality, Luckily, I didn't get put in any kind of situation that was, like, precarious. Like, I didn't run into any cops or anything. Would have been terrible.
Yeah. I had a buddy in high school say he did a bunch of Benadryl and then saw spiders all over his room or something. But
yeah,
I think he was just referring to a South Park episode. He was also a big South Park fan like me, and there's I think it was when they did, all the kids were doing Ritalin. Cartman, I guess, was doing a whole bunch, and he started having these side effects.
Because he wasn't sleeping.
He started having the side effects of seeing this little, like, spider-like creature, but had, like, a celebrity face, head on it. And I think he was referring to that episode.
That's crazy. Well, there is a lot of people see spiders on that shit. That actually is the thing to see spiders on. Yeah. You're like dreaming while you're awake. It's weird. It's like hypnotic.
Yeah, I've never had to take that stuff.
Oh, not Ritalin.
Oh.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see no spiders on Ritalin. Unless you're staying up for like 3 days, I could imagine. People start hallucinating. They think they got bugs in their skin and shit. You could see some spiders on some, like, not going to sleep for 3 days thing.
On Benadryl, even on normal doses?
No, you take a bunch.
Yeah.
Mostly, it usually just makes you drowsy.
Yeah, no, I usually only take normal doses.
Yeah, you take them. Some dude told us about it. We were like at the fucking CVS in Lemoyne, and this dude, well over 18, talking to little kids. Well, we were 15, 14, 15. We'll say 15. Who gives a fuck? I think I was 14 years old. This dude started talking to us about this time he took all these Benadryls, and he had a never-ending cigarette. He hadn't figured out that it was a hallucinatory cigarette. He just said he had a cigarette that lasted. He's like, I walked for like 2 hours, man. My cigarette lasted forever. I don't know what it was. And I was like, this sounds like fun. And so then we did it. We tried
That's
it.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that dude was straight up advocating for us to take 15 Benadryls. It was insane. What a scumbag. I would never tell a 14-year-old to take 15 Benadryls. If you're 14 years old and you're listening to this podcast, do not take 15 Benadryls.
Yeah.
I hope I've portrayed, for the most part, that this was a shitty experience. Not fun. Go do some DXM instead. Just kidding. Don't go do some DXM instead.
Drugs are bad. I'm good.
Drugs are bad, kids. Stick to the caffeine and the nicotine.
Yeah, the caffeine and the nicotine
Like a
and
normal adult.
the sugar.
Yeah, and the marijuana if it's legal in your state.
Yeah.
You got any fucking special South Park wisdom for a closer? What's the most profound thing that you've ever heard come out of someone's mouth in South Park?
I don't know if I have any
Oh,
profound South Park wisdom.
Maybe the most profound scene, because normally it's just like the essence of the scene more so than the words.
The most profound scene.
It's the only musical you're allowed to like and not be gay.
I'd say just make sure you talk to it, and yeah, profound scene in South Park. I'll just go with my favorite episode when it's Pink Eye back in 1997, which is this is actually the first episode that aired after I was born.
Oh shit.
So that's why it's my favorite. But Cartman dresses up as Hitler for Halloween, and so the principal sees him and makes him change it. And so the principal makes him a big scary ghost costume. And so later, Cartman's talking to Chef, or the Chef comes up to the boys, and they're like, "Hey, Chef!" And then Chef sees Cartman dressed up as a ghost, and he runs away because he's scared of ghosts.
And it looks like a KKK costume.
Yeah. Cartman says, "Boy, Chef must be really scared of ghosts."
That's funny, dude. All right. Thanks for tuning in to the Jake and Josh show. We'll be back next week, and probably the week after that as well. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I'll be every Saturday, I guess.
Every Saturday at 6 a.m.
As long as I'm not sick or anything, or, don't have to work early.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Work schedule, I work Saturdays, so work schedule permitting.
Thanks for watching, guys. We love you.
Peace out.
Oh, check us out on Spotify, TikTok, Metal Cross Radio on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. And have a good one.